Breaking right now, we are getting our first look inside the private plane of rapper Juice WRLD. He died after suffering a seizure at Midway Airport. CBS News' Ventura Soli has been digging into the story all day and reports they were traveling with more than just drugs.
These casual moments on board Juice WRLD's private jet give no indication of the blockbuster news that was yet to come.
Getting an ambulance inside the Atlantic airport. They got a guy seizuring in here.
Hours later, the promising young rapper from the south suburbs would suffer a seizure at Midway's Atlantic Aviation hangar. But these startling pictures here, obtained by TMZ, show why federal authorities were taking a closer look at the flight. 70 pounds of cannabis found inside 41 vacuum-sealed bags. Police say they were discovered by state police canines after arrival. Chicago police report no one from the plane claimed ownership of the luggage.
So that's Juice WRLD's most recent hit, Lucid Dreams, which peaked at #2 on the Billboard charts. It also has nearly 400 million hits on YouTube. The 21-year-old from Homewood has a swift rise to success, recently signing with Interscope Records for a reported $3 million. The rapper landed at a private hangar here at Midway Sunday morning just before 2. His jet was coming in from LA, where Juice WRLD has a home, and friends tell me he was returning to Chicago to celebrate his birthday, which was last Sunday. There was a party in his honor slated for last night. Entertainment site TMZ reporting sometime after his arrival here in Chicago, born Jared Anthony Higgins suffered a seizure. The fire department saying he went into cardiac arrest and later died at Abington Christ Medical Center in Oak Lawn. Fans and celebrities like Chance the Rapper, Fat Joe, and Lil Nas X all stunned by this news.
Man, he was just a cool dude being himself, man. First thing for anything. And he's from the East, well, it's dangerous that he never gangbanged, period.
XXXTentacion was a rising star in the music world. His album, Question Mark, debuted at #1 on Billboard's 200 albums chart in March. But this week he was gunned down in Florida at the age of 20.
If I'm gonna die or ever be a sacrifice, I wanna make sure that my life made at least 5 million kids happy.
He's the latest hip-hop star to die young.
Selling records, this is what I do for a living. I'm selling records. Don't get it twisted, this is not my real life. This is not how my real life is supposed to be.
Tupac Shakur was 25 years old when he was shot in a car in Las Vegas after leaving a boxing match at the MGM Grand Hotel. The California rapper was said to be caught up in a battle between East Coast and West Coast rappers. Tupac remains one of the biggest selling music artists of all time, having sold more than 75 million albums worldwide. His murder remains unsolved.
And guns, that's what was found on board a private plane after a Chicago-born rap star collapsed and died at Midway Airport this weekend. The artist, known as Juice WRLD, was raised in the south suburbs but found fame through his music.
We now know that happened while federal authorities were searching his luggage.
In this photo, just released by TMZ, you can see suitcases full of what appears to be drugs on the floor of the airport. Chicago police confirm authorities confiscated 41 vacuum-sealed bags of marijuana, 6 bottles of codeine cough syrup, and 3 guns.
I don't need no Molly to be savage.
The rising star was on his way home to Chicago Sunday morning to celebrate his birthday. He turned 21 last week. The Chicago rapper known as Juice WRLD was born Jared Higgins.
When he made songs, he'll go out and he'll just put his all in the songs, like his feelings, like whatever he felt right there at the moment.
He attended Homewood Flossmoor High School. Teachers say they remember him as a brilliant and creative student, an extraordinarily talented musician.
Man, he was just a cool dude being himself, man.
Juice WRLD was named top new artist at the Billboard Music Awards in May.
I take it past 21.
In an interview last year, he told the New York Times he was trying to limit his drug use. Sunday morning, police say he was able to be revived with 2 doses of Narcan, but later died at the hospital. The Cook County Medical Examiner's Office conducted an autopsy today, but say they need more time to determine exactly what killed him.
Chicago police say 2 men in his security detail were charged with misdemeanor gun possession, but they have since been released from jail. No drug charges have been filed, at least not yet.
And since the medical examiner's report was inconclusive, we now have to wait how long? A couple weeks?
Weeks, at
for
least.
toxicology and other stuff to see what was in his system.
Yeah, they're running at least 4 more x-rays. Yeah, they're running at least 4 more x-rays.
And when we're talking about choices, we have to talk about the death of rapper Juice WRLD. He was 21 years old.
Heartbreaking.
He was taking a private jet with his boys, and according to TMZ, the pilot reported to authorities that there were guns on the plane. There was also drugs. And allegedly, Juice WRLD, once they landed, allegedly he took a bunch of Percocets. And they feel that that might be the reason why he had the seizures and passed. First of all, I want to say I looked up this young man, and he had a very promising career. He started off on SoundCloud, then he worked his way up to Interscope Records, getting a deal with them. He had like the #2 song, which was Lucid Dreams, which is a very wonderful song if you haven't heard it. So he had a very promising career.
It was all a dream. I used to read Word Up magazine.
6 months later, Christopher Wallace, also known as the notorious B.I.G. or Biggie Smalls, was also shot to death in a car as he was leaving a party in Los Angeles. The Brooklyn-born rapper was just 24 years old, and he was credited with reviving East Coast hip-hop. He was also thought to have something to do with a murder attempt on Tupac, which he survived. This killing also remains unsolved. Eric Wright, or Eazy-E, was 31 when he died of complications from the AIDS virus. He was also called the godfather of gangsta rap and co-founded the group NWA along with Ice Cube and Dr. Dre. Their rise to fame was portrayed in the hit film Straight Outta Compton.
You're listening to Compton's very own Ice Cube, Eazy-E, and Dr. Dre. I gotta tell you, you are witnessing history.
Rapper Big Pun died of heart failure at age 28. The Bronx native weighed nearly 700 pounds at the time, and he couldn't be revived after collapsing. He was the first Latino rapper to have an album go platinum. And Lisa Left Eye Lopez was 1/3 of the Grammy-winning girl group TLC. In their early days, she wore a condom over her left eye during performances to promote safe sex. TLC went on to produce smash hits like No Scrubs and Waterfalls. Don't go chasing waterfalls. Lopez died at age 30 in a car accident in Honduras, where she was looking to open a nonprofit organization providing medical care and education.
Were all found on the 21-year-old's plane just moments before his medical emergency. Alex Perez is at Chicago Midway Airport with more. Good morning, Alex.
Hey, good morning, Robin. This all unfolded at the part of the airport where private planes land. We now know officials were working from a tip when they met the plane.
But I am the better one, I won't let you forget me.
This morning, we're learning more about the night rapper Juice WRLD died just a short time after his private jet landed at Chicago's Midway Airport. We now know investigators working on a tip had actually met the aircraft to search it for firearms. Law enforcement, along with a police dog, discovering in the luggage 6 prescription bottles of suspected liquid codeine, 3 guns, and 41 bags of marijuana reportedly weighing 70 pounds. TMZ obtaining this image of what they claim is the luggage. As investigators searched the plane, the 21-year-old rapper, whose real name was Jared Higgins, began to have a medical emergency, seizures.
Get an ambulance inside the Atlantic Airport. They've got a guy seizuring in here.
According to TMZ, the rapper may have ingested several painkillers in an attempt to hide them from authorities. Authorities telling us they administered 2 doses of Narcan, a drug which can counteract an overdose, before Higgins was rushed from the airport to a hospital where he later died.
Now, authorities say there were no name tags on that luggage and drug charges have not been filed in this case. Officials are now conducting further toxicology tests to determine what exactly may have caused the rapper's death. Michael?
Juice WRLD's real name is Jared Higgins and attended Homewood Flossmoor High School. His breakout hit Lucid Dreams has been streamed more than 1 billion times. Condolences over his death are pouring in. Singer and collaborator Ellie Goulding tweeted, "I can't believe it. You were such a sweet soul." Now, as authorities await a coroner's report, his music lives on.
These lucid dreams